the latest, the newest, the firmly entrenched Caddo Parish Registrar of Voters, Mr. Dale Sibley, is here. Hey, Mr. Dale, welcome to Kiel. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Glad to be here.
You kinda jumped on a moving train here, taking over as registrar. A, congratulations on the job. B, kind of fill us in on how it's going. Are you in fact firmly entrenched?
Well, thank you very much for the congratulations. And yes, I'm. I wouldn't say firmly entrenched, but I am somewhat entrenched. I'm glad to say that the paperwork process was a little bit time-consuming, but we've gotten that done, and everything's official because I saw my name pop up on a database. So I guess I'm official now.
You're official. The check's going to clear.
Yes.
Okay. Dale, the early voting, I mean, your feet hit the ground running, early voting starting Saturday.
Yes.
Tell us about that. Those numbers keep getting bigger and bigger with each election. You're expecting more of the same?
Well, the October 12th election, we ran some record numbers through towards the latter part of that week in terms of early voting. And, everything I get from the guys here, and these guys have been doing this a long time, the team that I have here, are saying that they really don't expect as much here in terms of early voting and absentee voting with this upcoming November election because the number of, positions on the ballot are simply not as numerous. And I found it interesting. I certainly haven't been around long enough to know, but based upon the team here, we really don't expect as many this time.
Dale, this is all about me today, so I'm going to ask you this.
Sure.
Going to your office downtown to vote in October, I had to go 3 times because the line was so darn long.
Yes.
And it's tough to park and all that. Other parishes have satellite locations where you can vote at libraries or other places. Are you looking at doing that in Caddo Parish? Because getting downtown to your office sometimes can be a nightmare.
Yes, we are, Aaron. As a matter of fact, one of the first things I did after being selected was to come and early vote, and I actually stood outside in line. I didn't want anyone to know I was here. I wanted to see what an average citizen goes through when they come to this office, and I had a chance to speak with a lot of the people who are in line, who are regular early voters, and despite the issues with parking, as well as if we have inclement weather, they're out there on the sidewalk. The experience overall has been rather productive and good, and our guys are courteous and friendly and all of that. Now, I have had discussions with the parish leadership in terms of the administrative leadership about the idea of satellite locations, and we are looking at that. One of the requirements is that we have laptop computers, and we're working with the Secretary of State's office to get those. But we're targeting the spring, spring 2020 cycle to try a pilot program. Now, one of the limitations that I found, Aaron, which was interesting, is under our statute, we can only do one. We in the initial discussions with the parish, we thought we could do more than one. It's simply a matter of having the computers and having a few additional personnel, but we can handle that. But under the legislation, we may be limited to one branch location, and we are certainly look at that for a parish of this size.
And that's something, pardon me, Dale, that's something that the Caddo Commission would have to alter legislatively?
No, it's actually the state. The Parish Commission, they work on precinct locations and they can petition the state. But under our state legislation, it indicates that we're only allowed to do one branch location. The other interesting thing is that the main office has to be in or near the courthouse. So it also limits us in terms of where we could possibly even move some of this office out to make it a little bit easier or more accessible for people.
Over the last couple of days, early voting signs have gone up all over the community. Is that your office doing that? Is that independent candidates? Who's putting those out?
Well, we put out a lot of them. The clerk of court's office, because the clerk actually runs the election on election day, they put out some. And there are some, I've seen some that didn't look like ours, so I assume that there's some independent folks putting a few up out there. But if I may, let me take a moment and really encourage citizens to take advantage of that. We have the city propositions on the ballot. There's a sales tax in Fire District 3. There's a District 3 state rep race, and of course the governor and secretary of state. Mm-hmm. We want to encourage as many people as possible to come on down beginning this Saturday. Early voting runs from 8:30 to 6 each day except Sunday. And if anyone has any questions about what's on the ballot, they can go to our website, www.catovoter.org, or they can give us a call down here at 226-6891.
Just to wrap up, you're liking the job, right? This was something you said, this is something I want. You got it. How you liking it so far?
Yeah, it's really interesting, Robert. You know, the thing that I told the staff and the team here is, guys, you know, we represent the foundation of this nation, of democracy. Everything starts with our citizens exercising their right to vote. And this office is what allows that to happen by doing our job at registering people and maintaining those voter rolls. So I find it very exciting. I find it an opportunity to really impact things in a very positive way. I'm excited about it. We have some good ideas to try and get registration numbers up and see what we can to help with voter turnout.
I'm sure we will be in touch again. You know, you're welcome to join us in studio. I'll buy you coffee.
I appreciate that, Aaron. I'll take you up on that.
Thank you, Dale.
Thank you.
101.7
FM,
710 Keel. Traffic time coming up right now. Ruben is right here.
Looking right now at some heavy backed up traffic on I-20 westbound near Spring and Market. And we have some traffic delays on Benton Road just north of I-220 in Bossier City. If you have anything to report to us, please give us a call at the Planet Fitness